Hello guys and welcome back to Blindfold Chess Training. For this one we're continuing off from last week from yesterday, where we did this book, Grandmaster Preparation and Calculation. Aims to really visualize from the position and calculate out variations, which will help us build up our blindfold skills. And tomorrow we'll probably focus on back to openings and the standard board. So this is always necessary. This is very hard calculation stuff, but have a go. I will also be having a go at all of these. I haven't seen any of these, and we will see what happens. First one we're looking at is from Stani Venkatesh. Stani vs Venkatesh in New Delhi 2010. It's about 15 years ago now. Isn't that crazy? 2010 was 15 years ago. Yeah, let's get to the puzzle. So first thing I notice is black to move. Black and white have equal material, rook to rooks, bishop knight, queen queen. In terms of the pawns, black has 4, white has 6. White has 6. White is up 2 pawns. So here, first move I'm considering is rook takes h2, but then king takes h2, queen h4, king g1, rook h8, threatening queen h1 mate, but then g3, forking the queen and the knight. I don't have queen h2 because rook takes h2. I don't have queen h1 because queen takes f1, h1. That doesn't work. Rook takes h2 doesn't seem like it works. Let's try another capture. Knight takes d3, rook takes d3, knight takes d3, rook takes d3, queen h4. Promising. Oh, very promising. Attacking the pawn. If you go g3, which is what I was afraid of in the previous line, we play bishop takes e4. And if you take g takes h4, wait, is that winning? Knight takes d3, rook takes d3. I've noticed when I do this, I get out of frame, but I tend to do this when I calculate. Let me stay back. Calculated. Knight takes d3, rook takes d3. Queen h4, threatens mate. If they play g3, I feel like we let them take it. G3 there. Queen takes e4 is better than bishop takes. Yes, much better. Oh, that's just winning. Because if queen takes e4, bishop takes e4, and if you do nothing, let's say you just move the knight back. I take your queen, I take your rook. Should just be winning. Yeah, I think the move is knight takes d3. That's my answer for this one. We'll do one more and then we'll check it. We'll check both at the same time. Shimanov versus Vok. Shimano vs Avok in Konya. I don't know where Konya is, if I'm being honest. In 2011, 14 years ago. This is white to play. Equal material, absolutely equal material. I would prefer white just for the attack we have. Although this pawn is hanging on d4, we have to be careful. It's hanging with check. But knight h5 is the obvious move. Knight h5 is the obvious move. Knight h5 check. Knight h5 check. Where can they go now? They go king g8. Well, I think queen f6. G takes h5. G takes h5 and then G takes h5. We're threatening h6 and checkmate. But there they have queen d8. And we're really trying to think of our opponent's ways to defend the position. There they would have queen d8. And there, I don't think there's a win. No. So knight h5, king g8, we haven't refuted yet. Huh. So knight h5, king g8, queen h6, g takes h5, g takes h5. No, but then the pawn hangs with check. No, that's not good. h5. I don't think knight h5 is working. What about knight d5? He takes the pawn with check. King h7 takes the other pawn with check. Aha. Just queen h4, right? Just queen h4, rook h8. Oh, that's nice. Nice. What's that meme? I have to play that meme. Nice. So I hope you guys have tried to solve it. Where's the meme? Not yes. Sorry for everyone that's serious. I'm not very serious. No, you guys missed it. Oh, no.
Till it's cool, just cool, into the mouth. Nice.
Nice. Nice. So you know what's nice about this? I think I see it. If I get it wrong, it's okay. It's on me. Oh. No. Queen h4. If queen takes d4, king h1. Rook h8. I was thinking knight d8 was correct. But then just rook takes... And in the other line I was calculating without... So what I calculated was queen h4, rook h8, knight e8, rook takes e8, queen f6, and then king h7, let's say, queen takes f7, and this is very bad. King h6, I can take the rook, and it's looking very good for us. But they have the move queen takes d4. So, my nice wasn't very nice today. Not very nice. So knight h5 is probably right, is what I'm trying to say. It doesn't feel right. Oh my god. This was so easy. Yeah. So I think the move is just knight e8. I don't know why that took me so long. Knight e8, the point is you're attacking the king. If the king moves, let's say, if the king moves to g8, you play here. You play queen f6, and now you're threatening queen g7 mate. If rook takes e8, you have queen f7. So you can slow that down if you don't see that. We have queen f7 there, and king h6, you can just take the rook. Queen takes e8, queen takes d4 check, king h1, e4 is covered. Now also knight e8 check. If rook takes e8, you have queen f6, king h6, let's say. If king h6, it gets a bit interesting, I guess. But it screams winning. It screams winning. King h6, you'll have g5. Queen h6, you'll have g5. You have g5, king h5, queen f3, king takes g5, and that will be winning for sure. So I think the move is knight e8 check. Okay. First one I think is knight takes d3. Second one I think is knight e8 check. Let's have a look. If we calculate correctly, yes. Knight takes d3 is correct. The first line I said was right. The guy in the game missed it. Unfortunate for him. Oh, I didn't look at any other solution. The next one is knight e8 check. Knight h5, king h7 does not lead anywhere. That's also what we included. Yep. So after knight e8 check, their best move is rook takes c8. We play queen f6, king h6, g5, what I calculated. g5, king h5. King h5 I said, no, g5, king h5, queen g7. Okay, I didn't say queen g7. There I didn't see queen g7. So I saw knight e8, rook takes e8, queen f6, king h6, g5, king h5, queen f3 is what I was calculating, but queen g7 is probably cleaner. Yeah, it's cleaner. Queen f3 was a bit messy, because they take on g5, and I'm not sure if that's actually winning, but I did think there was a win there. So you can stop your calculation if you think, okay, this has to lead in a win. Let's try this next one. This one looks very easy in comparison. Let's try 15. I think we'll go through the page and call it there. Okay. So rook, queen, knight, bishop, bishop, rook, queen, bishop, bishop. We're down in exchange. We are down in exchange, but we have a nice attack. We have the bishop pair. We have an x-ray against the king, and most importantly, we have knight b6 check is what I'm calculating right now. No, knight b6, just bishop b6 maybe. Knight d6. So the chess puzzle does have a solution, you just have to find it. And whoever finds it will get everything. Wealth, fame, treasure, you name it. I think the whole solution has been left in one piece. I hope no one understands that. I don't think anyone's watching this, if I'm being honest, but it's fine. Okay. What about bishop d6? Ooh. Bishop d6 is what I call a fantastical move. The point is, let's say they play no move. If they take bishop d6, we win. Knight takes d6, it's a fork. But bishop d6, if they do nothing, let's say they play rook g8, waiting move. Maybe bishop takes c7, king takes c7, queen d6 check, king c8 or king b7. We'll look at both. King c8 for now. Goddamn, back rank mate. I was thinking rook b4 there, but then I get mated on f1. Nope, that ain't working. Can we find the one piece here? Can we find the one piece? If a One Piece fan is watching this, do you think the One Piece is real? And what do you think the one piece is? Leave your comments down below. Knight d6 check, bishop d6, bishop d6. Could work. Could work very well. Does work very well. Knight d6, bishop d6, bishop d6. Now queen a6 is mate. If they play king b7, only king move. Rook b4. It doesn't work in the end because of back rank mate. That is insane. So what I calculated was knight d6, bishop d6. Now bishop d6 is what we play. They play king b7. We play rook b4, king a8. And if we take the I want to play bishop c6, forcing the bishop away. So bishop c6, and then playing queen takes f5. But there they have rook d1 mate. So that doesn't work. Great. When you calculate a long line, it doesn't work. It's the best feeling in the world, isn't it? No, I think it is bishop d6. It just seems, it screams correct. Bishop d6, rook f8. Bishop d6, rook f8. Knight b6 check, a b6, queen a6, king b8. And there's nothing there. How good is that? This is a devilish puzzle. Let's have a look at this one. This one I'm not sure about. So we'll have a look. These could be extremely difficult. I would go with bishop d6 if I had to choose. Knight d6 is winning. Knight e3 could be good, but there's no excuses for missing the direct win knight d6. I did calculate, but I thought knight d6. What did I think? Knight d6. Because I can see the position now in my head, I think. Knight d6, bishop d6, bishop d6. You're threatening queen a6 mate. Yeah, so this was really... I should have calculated this more. But then I thought king b7. Wait a second. No, king b7, rook b4. Yeah, I got that far. King a8. Oh, I take the queen first. I take the queen first. The bishop takes, and then bishop c6 would be mate. Oh, you play queen a6 first. Okay, so they're saying knight d6 check, bishop takes d6, queen a6, king c7, king b8. No. After king b8, we have bishop takes d6. Yeah, that's easy. King c7, queen takes a7 check, king c8, bishop b5. Black resigned. Let's check. Let's check it out. So what they're saying is knight d6, bishop d6, bishop d6. But now it's their move, right? Oh, knight d6, bishop d6, queen a6. So we give the check first. King c7, queen a7, king c8. And then what? Yeah, because after king c8, what are they on about? I mean, king c8, bishop b5, black resign. Bishop b5 is a hard move to find there. So they're saying knight d6, bishop d6, queen a6, king c7, and bishop b5. No, queen a7, king c8, bishop b5, threatening bishop a6 mate. And if you take... okay. If you take, where's the mate? Then that should be winning. I'm just trying to think. Okay, if you take, what is the mate? So knight d6, bishop d6, queen a6, king c7, queen a7, king c8, bishop b5, c takes b5. So that's a hanging piece. Is it simply just bishop takes d6 there, and that should win? I think so, because queen f1 is covered via... no, it isn't. Queen f1 would be mate. Yeah, I'm not too sure, actually. After rook d f8, queen a8 check, bishop b8, bishop a6, c takes b5 leads to mate, queen a6, king b8, bishop d6. Ah, yeah. Okay, makes sense. Okay, let's do last one. This is equal. Actually, you know what? Let's do number 18. Best for last. This is M. Gorovich vs. Agard. So this is Jacob Agard. This is the guy who wrote the book in 2007, and he actually lost this game. Or at least he had the tactic against him in this one. Okay, this one, let's see, is it obvious? Straight away, checks, no good checks that work. First move that comes to mind. Rook takes d5. And if knight takes d5, I have queen d7 mate. Queen takes d5. Rook takes d5, queen takes d5. And we cry there, I think. Throw a big tantrum and say, nah, I want my move back. Kids do that in chess tournaments, by the way. If they play a bad move, and they're like, oh no, can I take it back? They'll do that. Don't fall for it, because they're devious. And then after every move they play, they'll be like, can we have a draw? Offer a draw? You say no. That's the only way they learn. Otherwise they don't learn. Rook d5, queen takes d5. Yeah, it doesn't seem like there's anything there. Okay. Yeah, material count equal. Black has a passed pawn, white has a good attack. G4 is always a move to consider. The point is G5, but then knight H5 at the very least. Then I'll take it. But G4, bishop C6. Yeah, there's nothing winning about G4. Bishop takes C4 is a move, but then just bishop takes C4. And nothing there. E4, bishop E4, I take the queen, knight E4, I take the pawn. So E4, bishop C6. E4, bishop C6, huh? I think bishop C6 is a little bit of a problem. I heard these problems were hard by certain grandmasters, but I didn't think they were like this. You know what I mean? But it's good. Helps us really visualize the board. Because without this, like if you can't visualize this, it is like it's hard to visualize this. So if you can visualize this stuff will help us in our blindfold journey, you know? No move works. E4, just bishop C6. E4, bishop C6. Oh, actually, what about queen G3? We attack the knight. But then knight H5. Wait, what about queen G5 actually? Queen G5 looks dangerous for me because I lose the bishop. Yeah, let's not do that. Queen G3 as well. We lose the bishop on B2. Queen F5, we also lose the bishop on B2. Bishop C4 loses many ways. Rook D5 seems tempting, but then Queen E5, and I don't see something there. Oh, Queen G3 there. Then Queen E6. Or just Knight H5. Knight H5, Queen G5, Queen C. No. G4 seems like the only even attempt, right? But then rook E8. G4, rook E8. Rook takes D5. Then I lose. He takes on E5, and I can't play rook D8 check because rook E8. Wow, what another tricky one. Final answer would be there's no good move here at the moment. I think E4, but then bishop C6, I can't see a follow-up. E4, even queen B7, bishop C6, and queen B7. Okay, let's have a look. And for the last one, hopefully you guys got it right, because I did not. We have queen F5 is the winning move. What in the world? Queen F5 makes so much sense. Oh my god, how did I miss that? I'm tired. Must be tired. Okay, queen F5 is simply just a double attack. Hits the rook, hits the bishop, hits the knight. And if bishop C6, we take the rook. Yeah, this is very easy stuff I'm missing, so we're going to call it there for today. Tomorrow we're going to do opening puzzles, and then we'll eventually come back to this when I'm a bit more fresh. Doing this daily is a bit tough because, you know, some days you just don't want to do this, but you have to. Just commit. You gotta commit. So yeah, I'll see you all tomorrow. Hopefully it's good by then. But yeah, hopefully you guys tackled this yourself and really made some inroads. Okay.